Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Lab TV. I am Chris, I'm your coach and therapist today, and today is all about upper body recovery, okay? So we're on a brand new timetable right now. Monday was upper body strength training, followed by Tuesday, lower body strength training. Wednesday, we had a recovery day. So if you were with us yesterday, it was all about recovery. Today and tomorrow are all about our rehab sections, okay? So if you're onto that section now, okay, and you are holding any injuries, or you really struggle just with shoulder mobility, shoulder strength, can't really kind of get your arm up there without compromising your lower back, okay, then this is kind of the main reasons why we're putting these sessions on, okay, to kind of really help you correct that shoulder, correct that back. If you have consistent back pain, tension, if you're kind of rounded, and just in general kind of really struggling with your overall posture, these sessions are going to be key for you, okay? So today is going to be all about upper body. Tomorrow is going to be all about lower body. So if there's kind of weakness in the hips, knees, ankles, and so on and so forth, and you kind of either suffering with recurrent injuries, okay, these sessions are going to be really key for you. They're kind of just going to be one of those sessions that kind of consistency will make a huge difference for you, okay? So please do invest in it. I promise you, some of the exercises are going to be weird and wonderful. You're going to kind of be potentially a little kind of thrown off by some of them, and that's completely fine. But I promise you, by investing simply into the classes, into yourself, you're going to see a massive difference. Like, I know a lot of you are already seeing a big difference in the fact that your training overall is really improved, and a lot of you are improving since just doing these sessions so far throughout lockdown. So buy into this new prehab sessions. I promise you, through past experience with others, that they will really benefit you, okay? So that being said, the things you're going to need today are a towel of some kind, okay? If you have wood flooring, a slippery surface if you don't have wood flooring, okay? So if you have carpet, you may want like a carrier bag, a piece of laminate paper if you have it, some Tupperware lids. They're great for sliding out. If you fancy and you have the correct stuff, actual slip pads, and so on, whatever you can find to add a little bit of slipperiness underneath your hands as you use it, okay? Another thing you're going to need is a pole, big long pole, okay? That can be, like I said, a pole. It can be a bar, as long as it's light. It can be a broom handle, a mop, you name it, whatever it is, grab that. And then other than that, it's, literally just potentially a drink and a towel for yourself if you're getting hot and sweaty. Maybe open some of the windows just to let a bit of air in, or turn on a fan, just because you may get all hot and bothered, okay? That being said, right, gently come back a little. What we're going to do is stretch out on our mats, loosen our shoulders up, loosen that upper body up, okay? So if you can, gently sit down just like that. Bring yourself up nice and tall, just similar to yesterday. Kind of nice tall spine, draw your shoulders back, okay? Take a big deep breath in, take your time with it, relax. There you go. Okay, slide it down, just like so. Bringing it far forward. Nice and gently. Good. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to slide underneath. Come back around. You're going to go back in the middle. Pause for a second, then come underneath on the opposite arm. And what you're going to do is just gently flip from one side to the other, okay? So it's there in the middle for a second to the other side. As soon as your shoulder hits the floor, come back up. In the middle for a second to the other side. Sit nice and steady. Taking your time. That's it. Good. Okay, so from there, slide it up, nice and tall. From there, you are curving your back as much as you can, and just going from there down to here, squeeze in, and then coming back up, squeeze in, gently rotating that spine from flexion extension, drawing it in, drawing it out. Good, nice and easy. Good, gently relax. Okay, so from there, what you're going to do, you're going to bring one up, you're going to fan to the back, okay, bending the elbow, come there, all the way around, rotating the wrist, around the back, trying to put that arm up as tall as you can, back, rotating, bending like so, okay? Good, big deep breath. Nice and relaxed, nice and easy. Good, from there, drawing around, spinning around, using the other hand, okay, so coming up nice and tall, around back, getting that bend. Trying to work on that flexibility, okay, so getting that arm right the way up, rotating, keeping a high elbow. Slow it down, okay, guys? Taking your time. Good. Last two. Good job, okay? So from there, okay, what you're gonna do, you're gonna come down like so, you're gonna draw it down, you're gonna come up, you're gonna come over, stretch down, press up, come back down, come back over, draw it down, curve in the back as you're coming up and over, press, big push away, come back down to there, okay? Couple more, keep it going, curve in the back, all the way up as you're coming over, down to the floor, big push up, curve in the back, drawing the hips back, nice and steady. So keep that going, curve in the back. Good, you got one more, draw it down, back up. Brilliant job. Good. And gently relax. Okay, so grab yourself a little drink. Check your name in the comment section, okay? Let me know who's here, how you're feeling, how you're doing. Okay, it's always nice to see you and hear you. Okay, you're gonna need a bar to begin with, okay? It can be any old bar. It can be a broom handle. It can be as sexy as you want it to be. You just grab something long. If you are struggling with getting a bar, okay, turn your towel, wrap it up, roll it up, and then boom, look at that bad boy. Okay, for some of the exercises you're going to use, potentially if you don't have a bar, okay, like this next one, we're going to use it more for balancing tool. Then if you don't, grab a ball. This is a massage ball, okay, it can be any old ball, it can be any old thing, as long as you're not going to break it, okay. But effectively, it's just going to go on your back, and you're going to keep that object as still as you possibly can. And it's just going to measure how still you are effectively, because if you roll in like this and rotating, then that object is naturally going to fall off, okay. Now, our core muscles, okay, are not just our abdominals like we're led to believe, okay. There are abdominals, yes. There are transverse abdominals allowing us to rotate, our obliques allowing us to bend, okay. Our core rotated cuff muscles, all four of them, okay, allowing us to do pretty much all of this. Our hip flexors and our glutes stabilizing the pelvis, okay. So those are our core muscles, okay. By engaging all of them, naturally our body works much more effectively and efficiently, okay. So our first exercise, you are gently going to be sticking a stick very calmly and coolly on your back, just like so, okay. My back is now dead straight, and then draw my chin down so it's resting on the back of my head nice and straight. And then from there, I'm sticking my thumb up and then drawing out my other leg, and I'm slowly bringing up like so, coming down, tapping the floor, drawing up as tall as I can, okay? So when you're ready, gently stick a stick or a movable object, okay? It can be a ball. Balls are hard, right, or lower your back, okay? And you're trying to keep it as still as you possibly can as you stretch out, making a straight line all the way from your fingertips all the way to your toes, okay? So you ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Pick a side, draw it up, tall as you can, then back down. Say one more. Carefully transitioning over to the other side. So keep it going. Last one. Good job. So gently chucking the sticks down. Okay. From there, what you're going to do, you're going to keep your hips as still as you can. You're going to bring one arm up. You're going to rotate as much as you possibly can. Go as far back, wide as you possibly can. You're going to come over and swap sides. Again, rotate as much as you possibly can. Coming back around, okay? So keep it going. So get those straight lines, knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders, big rotation. Taking your time, focus on your breathing. Good, big deep breath. That's it. Nice and steady, 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay, sticks back on. What you'll start to find is the outside of your shoulders are going to be sore, okay? Because they're going to be working really, really hard, okay? So, back to the original side, the side we started with. You want it 2, 1, and go. Take your time. Set, force it at the top. Try and get that good shoulder range. Two more. Good. Swap sides. Straight in. Set nice and steady. Final one. Good. Chucking the sticks down. Again, getting nice and ready. Back into that box shape. Coming around as much as you possibly can. Big draw around. Kind of really drawing the shoulder back. So you're kind of getting all of that rotation. Try and glue and fix your hips so they don't rotate. So imagine someone's there holding that pelvis as you're rotating around. Keep it going. Yeah, so naturally that stick would have been falling off if you're kind of really struggling, and what's going to happen is it's going to really help that kind of lower back, if you will, and that upper back and upper shoulder mobility as you stretch around, because without realizing they're really, really interconnected. So 2 more if you can. Good. Gently relax. Grab yourself a little drink. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section, okay? Let me know how you found the first exercise, the second exercise. If you're really stiff, if you're really struggling. Anne said her stick kept rolling off. Did anybody else say it's okay? And the reason why they'd be rolling off, when either you're trying to do too quick and you're trying to rush through it, okay? Or what more commonly is the reason, okay, is typically we struggle engaging our pelvis and tucking our hips under and making our back nice and straight, okay? So the moment when we get shoulder range, we draw back to get the shoulder range, okay, we curve our back just like mine, okay. What's really hard is then correcting it, so you're then able to draw up here, okay. Bearing in mind my shoulder range is far greater than most people's, if you will, because most people are getting to there, and I can go past my neck range. It's about then learning to safeguard here by drawing back whilst then enabling to come here. And what that does is the lower shoulder doesn't rely on the lower back for it to do the work, okay? Because what happens with most of us is we tend to curve, and then that pressure builds up right in the middle here, okay? And for you ladies, especially ladies with bigger chests, you're going to have it right at the bra strap area as well. So you're going to draw you down. It's going to over dominate here. It's going to get a lot of attention here. It's going to get a lot of tension across the chest, in that kind of upper back area, that bra strap area, in the curved part area. And then what tends to happen as well in relation to that, you get tight hip flexors, weak abs, weak glutes, and you then tend to just be rounded and drop down, okay? But then anything extending wise, you tend to be pretty weak in it, okay? So these exercises are brilliant exercises. One to correct, okay? We just launched a foam rolling video this morning. Those little things are gonna really help you break down a tissue. If you combine it with this type of stuff, okay, it's gonna really help strengthen the tissue, and eventually it'll realign you. We got 2 more videos, one upper body, one lower body, where we go into a little bit more detail that are going to be released in the next couple of days. So check those videos out. And what we're trying to do with these exercise sessions and with this weekly timetable is pretty much work on all of the pieces of the puzzle to make your picture perfect, okay? Because quite often we focus so much on strength exercises or cardio exercises or you name it, like all the rest of it, we neglect everything else. What we're trying to do is encompass everything, so you guys feel a lot better and a lot greater for it and benefit even more. Your performance will shoot up, your injuries will drop down, and all in all, you'll just be better functioning humans, okay? So that all being said, okay, what you're going to try and do now, okay, is you're going to be laying down nice and flat on your chest. You're going to be holding your bar directly in line with his shoulders, okay? So just like you would if you were there, okay? You're going to be holding that in front of you, okay? Now, by that, I mean, now, the other day we had a question where it was, what is a strong wrist, okay? And how should you hold the bar, okay? Just like that, okay? That is how you should have your wrist, okay? It shouldn't be like this, shouldn't be like that, okay? Dead straight, that's a strong wrist, okay? So, I'm going to come down, just like so. You're going to bring your feet together. You're going to bring your feet together, okay, just like that. Forehead down, knees off the floor, toes down, coming up, holding it, and dropping down, okay? So I'll count you up, okay, and you're literally holding it as tall as you can. Try not to lift your head up off the floor, okay? It's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, it's going to feel like you're holding it up there forever. In reality, you're not. Try and keep your arms dead straight. Should feel a bit of flexibility and a bit of a stretch on the outside of the shoulder. That's completely normal, okay? And you want that. And I want to really draw up and pretend you're flying through the sky, okay? So, gently getting ready. Go to 3, 2, head down, 1. Big draw up. Hold it there as best as you can. Focus on your breathing. Keep your knees off the floor, feet together. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Well done. Shake it out. All right. So short little holds. However, for some of you, it's going to be really, really tough. Okay. And it's these little things that are going to help correct your shoulder balance. It's going to help you draw back. It's going to help get you a little bit of strength in those movements. And the fact that you can't curve up, okay, it's going to do wonders for your lower back, but it's going to be really hard for your upper back, okay? So, getting ready, 3, 2, one. Big draw up. Tall as you can. Draw those elbows in. 3, 2, 1. Gently relax. Good job. Well done. Keep focusing on your breathing. Keep relaxing as best you can. It's going to be a bit of a toughie, okay? You got one more like this, all right? Get it ready. Go to 3. Wrist strong. 2, 1, and go. So keep lifting up tall. 3, 2, 1. Gently shake it out. Well done. Nice and easy, okay? This time. So instead of having your arms straight, okay, they're going to be straight but in a Y shape, okay? You're going to come up nice and tall. I'm going to draw back behind you, okay? And then back out in front. Tap the floor, draw it back up, back down, and repeat, okay? So, we all ready? Going to 3, 2, 1, and go. That's it, keep it going. 2 more. Last one. Great job, well done. So, little rest. Coming up nice and tall if you want to drink. Okay, sitting up nice and tall to give your back a little rest, okay? We'll do one more round like that and then we'll mix it up, okay? And what some of you may be finding, if not all of you, okay, is how weird it is, right? You're working your shoulders and yet your lower back is hurting, okay? And it's that connection that you rely heavily on your lower back to draw up and engage in there in that strong position. So if you need to correct your shoulder mobility, okay, then you need to make it strong. Then you need to correct the tree trunk, if you will, so the branches are strong, okay? So by using things like the floor, you can't go through it, you can't cheat. Using things like a wall that you can't go through and can't cheat against, right? Really make you accountable and allow you to engage everything as you do it. But by lifting that head up slightly, okay, you're only doing yourself a disservice where putting extra pressure on your neck, potentially. So just keep that head down and draw up and back, okay? You're not going all the way around, okay? Not yet. So just come up. Imagine there's an invisible wall behind you. Slide down, so you're in this W position, okay? You're going there, up, down, back out there, okay? So those elbows are nice and strong. You want to feel your shoulder blades glued into your back, and by doing this, okay, by drawing your elbows forwards, will help you glue those shoulder blades into the back, okay? So one more round. As you're coming down, nice and gently coming down. That's it. Perfect. So nice and strong. Bringing your body together. Go to 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive up. Coming back down. Keep your knees off the floor if you can. Engage that lower body as you work the upper. And then each time you get to that shoulder point, I want you to make sure you've got strong wrists, and I want to make sure that your elbows are tucked under and driving down towards the floor, okay? As you punch out, come back in, correct. Should make a big difference in regards to how you feel it in and around your shoulder. You're going to feel the muscles working a lot more and those wrists working a lot more. Say a big deep breath. Say 2 more. Last one. Great job, well done. Gently chucking that down. Coming up nice and tall. Stretching your back out again. How are we all feeling, guys? We okay? Working those shoulders. Feeling our lower back. Okay. So this next one, you're going to be placing this on your back like so. Okay. You're going to lengthen your arms up as much as you can. Okay. So your arms are relatively straight and you've got a perfect little T shape depending on how long your pole is. Okay. You're going to come up like so. You're going to make a little star shape for yourself. You're going to draw your hips back. Okay. Then you're going to slowly rotate. And ideally, you're trying to make a straight line in this position. As you come up, squeeze your bum, draw your hips back again, and then you're coming around, trying to stretch there. Now you're going to feel it across the front of your chest by here. You're going to feel it in your back, potentially as you rotate, say this way. You may expect to feel it one side and feel it the other side, and that's completely normal because you've got that kind of ribbon-like connective tissue that's going to help you, one, get into that position, but two, also work against you depending on how tense you already are, okay? So gently take yourself into your normal ranges, okay? You're gently pushing yourself by all means. And trying to get the extra 1-2%, okay? But don't just go all of a sudden, like by ears tight, and I'm going to go all the way over there, okay? Take your time with it, slow it down. Less is more, and slowly ease into it, okay? As you get to your end ranges, try and pause for a second, go a little bit more if you can, then come back nice and gently, okay? Recorrect yourself when it's tall, and then draw down, hips back, then come down into it, okay? So you ready? Go to 3, 2, 1. Draw back, nice and slowly, coming down, much as you can. Back up, just like that. Really working that upper back and that rotation. Perfectly normal if you can't get all the way there. Some of us are going to have more flexibility than others. Some of us are going to be tighter in certain areas of our bodies just because of our jobs and the things that we do as athletes. Take your time with it, okay? Don't be disheartened if you can't get all the way around. It's always something to work on with our bodies, just forever changing. Good, nice and easy. Take your time. That's it. 2 more, one either side if you can. Last time. Good. Okay, so from there, what I want you to do is grab a seat up against a hard surface. I'm going to use my sofa. Imagine you're using a wall, so if you have a wall, pick that over a sofa. For me, this is going to be the easiest to show you. Okay. Now imagine this is my wall. It goes all the way up. Okay, and I'm leaning up against a big, tall, hard surface. My legs are nice and straight. I'm trying to keep my toes pointing outwards and everything in line with my hips, and then in line with my shoulders. My spine is nice and straight. Okay. From there, okay, what I'm going to do is place my stick on my lap. Okay. I'm going to come from here. I'm going to draw up into this position. Now I've got a straight line going from elbow to elbow. My wrists are nice and strong in that position. I then glue my elbows to my wall. I come above my head, so now my knuckles are on the wall. I've got two little right angles. Okay, I'm then sliding up my wall, back down my wall, so the bar's on my crown. I come over my head, back into that high position, and I push it out towards my thighs. Okay, so it's elbows back. Go to straight line from one elbow all the way across my collarbone to the other elbow. I got two right angles, and then roll over into that position. So my elbows, shoulders, and knuckles are on the floor, up against the wall. And then I drive up nice and tall. My lower back is going to want to curve away from the wall as I'm doing it. I'm trying to glue it down and glue it back by driving backwards from your heels if you have to, okay? So up, over, drive up, back down, drive over, back. Okay, so keep that going. It's a 3-step process. Try not to rush it. Really glue and focus on getting back. Now, some of you are already going to be able to do that. Okay, as you go over here, you just aren't going to get it to the wall. Okay, and then as you drive up, you're going to be further away from the wall, but try and focus on driving back as you're in there. Okay, try and get that rotation here nice and smooth. Keeping that elbows locked in position, so when you rotate down, your elbows are still high in a nice right angle, okay? Keep it up. Keep it going. Good. That's it. 2 more. Rotate it over. Back up. Back down. Rotate. Back down. Great job. Okay, so from there, go even wider again. Okay, as wide as you can hold your pole. Okay, you're going to come up to the wall and back down. Okay, working on that shoulder mobility. Keep it on. Should be where your crown is. And back down. Try to keep your feet in line. Okay, because by now you probably would have forgotten about them. Some of you may be getting pins and needles in your toes. Okay, and what that means is you need to really work on releasing the tension in your hips, in particular your glutes and hip flexors as you're stiff. So if they are, give them a little wiggle, just to help the blood flow into them. Good, big deep breaths. Good. So 2 more. Good, last one. Perfect. Okay, so from there, chucking your bars down. Okay, that one you did at the start, where you're going to come in up, bending here, rotating all the way around. Okay, you're going to do in a flat position. Okay, so I want you to lay nice and flat. I want you to bring your arms up. Okay, it's going to be head down, knees off the floor. You're going to go up. You're going to rotate. You're going to come back out. As you roll around, it's going from knuckles, facing the ceiling, So palm facing the ceiling, all the way around, hitting your back, rotating back around, coming back over, okay? So, you ready? Going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Big drive up, bending, all the way around. Good, big stretch around. So keep it going. Good, one more. Great job, swapping sides. Good, keep that going. Big drive up, there we go. So keeping that back as glued to the floor as you can. Keeping that elbow up nice and high, really challenge the range of movement. So one more. Good. Gently relax, okay? So this time you're going to go into a big T shape, taking your arms there, okay? You're going to draw up and back down, okay? All right, so it's keeping it nice and simple. You're taking your arms up as tall as you can and back down. What you're not changing, okay, is lifting your head up, okay? You're not trying to draw up like that, okay? Because that puts extra pressure on your spine. We're not there yet, okay? All we're trying to do is teach our shoulder blades to work effectively and draw in and out, okay? Which is going to help draw your shoulders back, which is going to take the pressure off the front, which is then going to reduce any pins and needle feeling that you have in your fingers, or kind of any sore spots and tension there, okay? If you're a swimmer or triathlete, it's going to help you get that arm up and through much easier, much nicer. And for everybody else, any kind of weightlifting, any kind of thing like that, it'll help get you stronger on any kind of push presses and overhead work, all right? So arms in a big Y shape, big T shape, okay? And you're literally drawing them up off the floor, squeeze in and gently come down, okay? Don't just flap them around, draw them up and down, up and down, up and down, okay? Feel the movement, allow the muscles to work, contract, get our neural system talking yourself, and kind of take your time with it, okay? So arms out, big drive, head down, going in 3, 2, 1, lifting up, squeezing as much as you can, come back down, tap the floor. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together. Get those upper traps and mid traps working, those rhomboids as you're coming up. You're not trying to draw back. You're not trying to draw forward. You're literally coming up right in the middle, keeping those arms as straight as you can. 2 more. Last one. Great job, well done. Slide your hands in, okay, making 2 nice little right angles, just like that, if you will, okay? Again, you're drawing out with the elbow and coming down, keeping your wrist nice and flat, keeping your arms nice and flat in that right angle. It's just there, coming back down. It's going to teach your shoulder blade to glue into your rib cage. Okay, so that subscapular muscle is going to help, is the glue basically between, it's the muscle between your shoulder blade and your rib cage. Okay, a lot of us are rounded, so our lower part of the shoulder blade pops out and we end up with winged scapulas. So if those bony parts of your shoulder blade sticks out, it just means you're quite winged. And what that means is the shoulder joint is going to be less secure. So if you can then draw and become good at this next exercise, it will help glue the lower part down and help kind of bulletproof that shoulder. So will lead to less dislocations, great shoulder range, great shoulder strength, and allow you, like I said, if you're a swimmer, to pull down this later half and get the kind of full maximum power out of your stroke. Okay, so nice little right angles. Okay, head down, draw back with the elbow, squeeze in, come back down like that. Okay, so you ready? Going in 2, 1, and go. Big draw up, squeeze, like so. Don't forget to keep those knees off the floor. Keep your toes tucked in. You want to engage that lower body. Get one side working with the other. So last 2. Last 1. Great job. Okay, so from there, coming up, leaning back, stretching out as much as you can. Sinking your hips down, keeping your arms out nice and straight. Taking a big old breath. Good. From there, kind of gently coming up, pushing away. Rounding that back as best as you can. From there, curving the back, nice and gently. Good. You're gonna grab yourself a little seat. You're gonna bring your arms around the back. Nice proud chest. Feet together, arms together if you can. Hope you're feeling well and good. You did good today. Like I said, some of the exercises are going to feel weird and wonderful and surprisingly harder than you may have thought they would be. Okay, but I promise you, as time goes on, not only will you increase your flexibility and range of movement in those areas, okay, you'll increase that strength and then performance will set up. Okay, so if you're kind of, the whole purpose of prehab, if you will, is getting you strong from the inside out. Okay, so a lot of us focus on the big muscles, okay, the ones that we all know and can pronounce. Yeah, we neglect the internal muscles, okay, those ones closest to the skeleton, the ones that support the joints, the ones that support the bigger muscles, okay? So by just focusing on the big muscles all the time, eventually, by neglecting the small ones, they end up not doing their job, and then the big ones start not being able to do their job because they rely heavily on these small supporting muscles to help stabilize the joint and so on and so forth. Now, by doing this will help you reduce those injury rates. It's proven, okay? It will help you get stronger. It's proven, you know, and will help increase all your performances through all the other kind of activities that you do, whether it's running, swimming, cycling, weightlifting, you name it. This is your kind of bread and butter stuff that we should all be doing anyway. It's just no one has taught us, no one has shown us, and we don't know, you know. So it's going to be my job to teach you. So if you have questions with anything that I say, whether it's this class, next class, 10 classes down the line, or whatever, don't be afraid to ask, okay? Because if the greatest saying I have, okay, and something I really do believe in, is if you can't turn around to your coach and ask, why are we doing what we're doing, and they can't answer that, okay, then you shouldn't be doing it, point blank, okay? Everything should have a reason why and a justification, because without knowing the why, you don't have a purpose, okay? And everything that you kind of want to do with your body is have a purpose, that I want to get stronger, I want to get fitter, I want to correct my posture, my shoulder injury I got, potentially I have a bad back or whatever. So all of these reasons, if you have any kind of questions, by all means, use the comment sections, ping me a message, and let me help you, because the more you know, the more you invest into yourself, and then the more you'll start taking care and kind of really learning, right? So amazing effort today. Thank you very, very much for joining me and listening to my ramblings. Hope they're not too much, and have an amazing day. Hope to see you again. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, okay? Share it with your friends, get them involved, build up a bit of healthy competition, a bit of a community, and as always, take care, and I shall see you soon. Have a lovely day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow if you can make it, okay? Take care. Have a good one.